Are you testing it on
We're-
animals? Or?
So yeah, unfortunately we have to test in animals because there's a process we have to go through. That is before you can go into human patients, you have to do a lot of evaluations, toxicities and things. Unfortunately, we can't avoid that. I mean, one of the things that we use in my lab is actually a worm called C. elegans. And
That's similar enough to have use.
Exactly. So Paul Nurse, who's the director here, he discovered in yeast, which is a single cell organism, a fundamental regulator of the cell cycle. So how cells divide in yeast. It's present in all eukaryotes, so all sort of animal, all the way. So it's conserved from yeast, single cells, all the way up to man. And that's a key regulator of how you control when and where cells divide. And so that conservation is evident in other pathways as well. So the worm has many of the genes that are linked to cancer predisposition, like the BRCA genes in hereditary breast cancer, for example, and we discovered that. So we can do experiments in a worm in a week that would take 18 months in a mouse. And of course, that allows us to do things that in a much shorter period of time, but at the same time, it also reduces the utilization of animal models, which mammals and things like that people would be, there's clearly, there is obviously an ethical issue here. So we're trying to reduce the amount of large animal usage by using these model systems.
But my brother-in-law has to do, in his cancer, it does research on mice and rats.
Yes, yes.
Which strike me as a bit unfair in that you have these rats and you give them medicine, and once in a while you induce the cancer, try them and it works.
Yeah.
The thing I found really is like 1 in 1,000 rats made ill, cured.
Yes.
What's unfair is that rat is then killed.
I know.
I used to keep rats as pets, so it's...
Yeah, I used to have a guinea pig, a hamster, and you just think, I would never want to do anything, but we can't avoid that. I think there's no way we could jump from a small worm into a human, unfortunately.
Do I want cruelty to animals? No. Do I want to be cured? It's complicated. I get what you've got to wrestle with.
Yeah, we just try and reduce the amount that we can where possible.